game is gonna be high scoring.
If everybody fucking play.
Yeah.
So how did the bowl games go this weekend? How did the bowl
Honestly,
games go?
bro, I did okay, but I stayed away. But today, man,
Oh,
I had a
I told
hit, bro. I was fucking. Oh, we live? Oh shit. What's
Yeah,
up,
keep
I
fam?
told
no, keep it pushing. That's how we do it, man. We go
No,
organic.
no, because I'm trying to look at something else.
Mm-hmm.
I
Nah,
told you. I told you stay away from that FSU Georgia, man. FSU had too many people sitting, man.
nah,
Too
I didn't
many.
touch that. I didn't touch that.
Who ended up winning that game
I
though?
didn't touch that. On
Georgia beat
that,
them 63-3.
no, on that one, no. Honestly,
63. What was the score?
63-3.
Get out of here.
no. You're right, Stacks. I'm not trying to. I ain't gonna lie. I did do the It was like fucking $5. It wasn't nothing.
What up,
But
nephew? What up? What up, Kyle Allen? What up,
but
nephew?
what I did do
Now
to
what
get
up?
my money right today,
All the way from TNT, Kyle Allen. What's
bro.
up? What up,
What's
Kyle
up?
Allen? He's all the way. Sorry to cut you down. I always like to give my nephew that shout out, and he enjoys that, man.
No,
But
shout
yeah,
out
go
to
ahead.
that.
Yep.
I
That's
did
my other nephew.
man, this shit right here. I did a parlay. It was one of those make or breaks. I did Bengals over 12.5 points, Noah Gray over 12.5 yards receiving, and Justin Watson over 20.5. It was plus 330. 10 was playing 80. Bro, it was one of those make or breaks. It was one of those all or nothing type joints. But I hit it. You know what I recommend? If y'all want to parlay, man, listen, this is what you do. Don't go for those crazy 80-yard, 90 yards. Try to find a role player, whether it's football or basketball. Find out how many targets a game they get on average. Try to run the lower numbers. Try that. I'm not saying you can do whatever you want. I'm just saying if you want to try to make a little bit of money, try to run the lower numbers. Because when you got people like, Jamar Chase and all, they're men. They can bust it open. Don't get me wrong, but their ceiling is so crazy at times. You don't have to go to the stars all the time to try to win these parlays.
Nah, you don't.
There's a lot of these players are balling. A lot of these players are getting burned. Like Stack said, even when you do these over unders, check to see what he gave me good information. If you bet in these bowl games, check to see who's starting. Check to see what their recruiting classes. It's work. This is not a guessing game. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I give out shit. My record speaks for itself, but I literally sit down there and read and research. I just don't fucking go, oh, this guy looks like, oh, Isaiah Pacheco, like pick him. Like, nah, bro, you gotta figure out how many targets they got, how many targets they get in. Like that kid Watson, I'm gonna keep it real for Kansas City. He's boom or bust. But his ceiling is so his floor is so low. One pass today won me almost $100 just for shits and giggles. You know what I'm saying? But like Stacks said, just do some research, especially with these college games. Stacks is more into the college than me. He'll tell you, I don't know what basketball game it was yesterday. I was gonna call Stack. I had to work this morning, so if I'm a little tired today, fellas, my bad. I worked all morning.
I feel you. I worked this
But
morning.
real quick, Stacks, there was an ill ass upset. My phone blew up. It was FAU?
FAU lost to Florida Gulf Coast. Yup, today.
Listen.
Yes,
I'm not saying I would have knew who won that game, but I'm sure if you watch ball enough, there's people that watch ball that know in this time of year, ramp up time of year, college basketball. Obviously, college football is a little going through transition on what they're trying to do. Stacks will know a little bit more about this than me. Stacks told me, listen, though, it's no joke. You're gonna bet on basketball, it's what you know, but it's a lot of luck involved. Anybody can beat anybody any given day. And I learned that quick. So I stopped really gambling on that. But if you do gamble on that, anything you gamble on, look at them trends. And like I said, Stacks made a good point about these bowl games. If they're not playing their starters, look at their recruiting class. Look at their benches. How many stars are next to their name? If you're really into this, really trying to make money, and you're not trying to fuck around, you do put a little bit of that legwork in. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, we are a show for everything, but it is parlay. So you do want to try to make people money on this show, man. You know, you
That's
got people that hit on some of our bets last week.
That's
some
true.
of our NBA shit.
Exactly.
So, and we're not
we're
gonna
getting the good feedback from the masses out there that some of the picks that we're throwing out there, people are really hitting on. They hitting more than they losing. So you know what I mean? And that's based on, like you said, based on your knowledge of the sport, based on Stack's knowledge of the sports, of game, ball, everything, and so is Stoney. You know, you guys are like really doing y'all homework when it comes to, like, especially when you're betting your money, man. This is bread. So
even if
this
it's
is not this
$5 or $20, it's still your money.
It's still your money. It's still bread. You know what I mean?
Stacks, what did we talk about when you make a coaching change? So Nottingham Forest, I know this ain't a soccer show, but wait, this is a sports show. Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. They made a coaching change. They got rid of their coach. He was on a hot seat.
Right.
It's about to be signing period. They're like, I think. Let me real quick. I want to pull up.
I know what you're trying. I think I got what you mean. Like the dynamic of the team changes when it's a
change right away. They won the last 2 games. They beat Manchester United, even though Manchester United is down.
Right.
What I'm trying to tell you, I bet that yesterday and came up. I didn't call y'all. I think I did text Beam.
You did text me. You text me. Yeah, we was in the chat. You told me you was gonna play that one.
I played it. They won 2-1. It was sticky because they tied it up with the 87th minute. But my point is, if you use some of our ideals on not just, you could do it with hockey. You could do it with it's just not football and basketball. Like I said, I'm not gonna go deep dive into the Premier League or the Serie or any of that. But what I'm trying to tell you is, you know, if a coach takes over, it might last 2 weeks, it might last 3 weeks, it might be a 4 or 5 game thing. But listen, look for those type of things too. You know what I'm saying? Especially, like, that was easy money. Everybody on this panel knew Detroit was gonna win last night. I talked to Stacks yesterday. I said, Stacks, they're gonna win tonight. Didn't I tell you? Stacks was like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that was
easy money though.
Yeah,
even my man El Chapo, Eddie Chapo was like, yo,
yeah, me and Stacks were like, yo, that was easy. Right away when Stacks came with the trade, I said, we talked about it. And I'm not saying that's like some big whoa, but what I'm saying is, if you're paying attention, not just your research, now pay attention. Now, if they didn't make that trade, I would have thought differently. Not because I think you know what I mean? So these are the things you have to do. And like I said, Stacks might not gamble like us, but he knows just as much as all of us. And like I said, he could give you information. College is going to start. Match Madness is coming. These tournaments are coming down the pike.
Yeah.
I've been too much into these bowl games, but I'm going to get back on my college basketball. I know Stacks wants to talk a little bit about that going forward. NBA is definitely going to heat up soon. We're not forgetting about the football, but we're gonna start transitioning.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. The you know, the NFL season is coming down to, you know, yes, it's winding down, regular season, then we're gonna have the little playoff. You know, we still gonna run in some content at NFL up until February. But other than that, it's gonna get
be careful next week on these games too. Because just like the bowl games, these week 17 games, see who's starting, see who's gonna put their guys in for the first half, see if Flacco's gonna play. I don't know. Flacco might not play. I think Baltimore they might not play their starters for half. That's another thing you guys.
Detroit might not play their starters.
Right.
Sir, you got to look at the teams who's locked into that spot they in right now. If they locked in, win or lose into that spot they in right now, then you got to realize what you're doing.
Stacks, Beans, do you agree? Would you only gamble on these games that mean something next week in the NFL? I think I'm going in that direction.
I would say only the games that mean something.
Right.
Only the games. Yeah.
I'm not trying to fuck around with these.
That Miami, what is it going to be? Miami Buffalo?
And
Buffalo, right? That's going to be a meaningful game. Very.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think did the Ravens lock their thing up already?
Yeah, Ravens are locked in.
They resting, they chilling. They ain't
Philly, because Philly just shit on themselves.
So Philly's game next week is meaningful to them.
Yeah.
The Dallas game is meaningful.
Yeah.
Did Seattle end up losing tonight?
Seattle ended up losing Pittsburgh.
So yep.
Hey, good call on that Tampa Bay Stacks.
Told you, dog. That
good call on that.
I know y'all like bake, but this is what he does, dog. He'll sit you up high and then bring you right back to the ground. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's fitting in well with Tampa Bay. Don't get me wrong, but I knew he was gonna have a hiccup somewhere. I knew it.
Do you think his? I'm not blaming Kurt. Trust me, he didn't have a great game. Even if the numbers, I know he put a little shit up at the end. Do you think his defense let him down a little bit?
I just think we talked about it. Tampa Bay just can't beat New Orleans. Bro.
Yeah, you called it. You called it. I agree with you. But
that's like when we went down.
We did say it's
no. Stack said
not to cut. Not Stack didn't say it, but not to cut you guys. But we did say that's a divisional game, and they always have problems with each other. They always got this battle.
Even when Brady was there. Even when
Brady. You could take that back to Warren. You could take that back to Warren. You could take that back to Warren Sapp days. You could take it back to the Warren Sapp days. Like they always had they had squash with each other. Always. Even when they they always had problems with each other.
So, I definitely agree with Stacks on that, but I definitely thought it was gonna be different this year. I didn't go to the window on it. I stayed away from it, but the way it played out, obviously. I thought it would have been different this year, but it is what it is. They got their number.
Low key, that's a big loss for Tampa.
It is. So what are they tied right now?
Yeah, I think they're tied up in the division.
So those games mean something.
Those games mean something,
right? Tampa Bay means something.
So guys, let's pause for the cause real quick, and before we do that, let me do it.
God, to make moves, doobie don't snooze, it's on your back, cause they hate you, dog break through, son get through, but don't break you, homie make.
Yeah, this is Parlay with us, it's Mr. Beans here, this is Mr. Beans, we got Hustle Stacks, we got Sean Doe, Stony Crook is on vacation right now, he's halfway across the world, 4,000 miles away, and I don't think tonight he will be making it in, so he will be excused. But with that being said, man, we're bringing to you guys Parlay with us live every week, twice a week, Sundays and Thursday. Tonight, we just talked about, gave you a little bit about the college bowls games that's what's going on and how Doe's done on his parlays this weekend on the college bowl games. We're going to give y'all the week 17 recap. There was some good games today, some meaningful games, some some losses that teams didn't want to take this weekend. And we're gonna give y'all the NBA talk, and I know that's Stack's favorite and Doe's favorite. But go ahead.
To cut you, my brother, real quick. I want to give a shout out to this whole podcast for calling out Philly way before this happened. We all been on that same train, and that's just, to me, that's just, I don't know what they're gonna do in the playoffs. I don't see them doing much. But Happy New Year's, Mr. Rivera, Giovanni.
Happy New Year, Giovanni. Thanks
that is a disgrace losing that game. I'm sorry. But anyway, carry on.
Yep. Happy New Year, Eddie Chapo. Thanks for jumping in, man. We appreciate this, man. See, so Doe, Stacks, you see what I'm saying? You see what hard work is doing? We getting some people that come in here and show us the love.
Happy New Year's, Eddie.
Happy New Year's, Eddie, man. Happy New Year's, Giovanni. Happy New Year's, my nephew Caleb. This is my other nephew jumping in on the YouTube. What up, Caleb? Caleb Allen, all the way from TNT, Trinidad and Tobago. Once again, that's my other nephew, and they always do show the love. So what's up to my family?
I need to go to Trinidad to go to Carnival.
I heard the Carnival's off the hook, man. I never been. I've been here my whole life. So, but
I got some Indian people out there. Indian.
Don't get them started. Don't let my nephews. Don't get it started, man. But yeah,
Indians, dog.
West Indies. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, good looking Chapo. But yeah, man. So we're gonna keep it moving. Yo, listen, before I know we audible and we go different directions with things, especially when we start off the show generic and organic. I don't when I hit go, it's not about a queue up like, okay, guys, we're going live. We just go with the flow because we're in the chat before we're up in the live before we go live, just chatting amongst each other. So once that happens, I just hit the go and we go natural with it. This is an organic live podcast coming out of Boston. These are all Boston fans, as you can see, but we respect the game. We love the sport in all entirety. Sports. Doe talks about soccer. He loves soccer. I like the game of soccer. Don't know too much about it, but I just love the competitiveness of the sport and things like that. So with being said, Doe, Stacks, tomorrow is some big bowl games tomorrow. And I wanted to reason why I put that title up there because I wanted to just put a little time into what you guys think about the 4 games. It's 4 games tomorrow, right? So it's New Year's Day. We're gonna have both games going on. I guess Washington is gonna be taking on Texas, and Alabama will be playing Michigan. I don't know who goes first, but they're going to be some big games. What do you guys think about tomorrow, man? It's going to be football. This is the exciting time. I mean, I really like to see how this whole bowl series ended up, how this college championship ended. What y'all think?
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward for tomorrow. To be honest with you, I'm rooting for Washington. And I'm thinking Alabama's gonna beat Michigan. I ain't sold on Michigan. Never was at the beginning of the year. You can't be playing FAU, Austin P, and IUPUI and get into the bowl championship. I think Georgia or either Florida State. I understand the Florida State shit why they didn't make it. I get it because of the quarterback, and then they laid that egg 63-3. I understand they didn't play their guys. I get it. But you still can't lose 63 to goddamn 3. I'm sorry. That's bad. I don't give a damn what you got. You cannot lose 63-3. Georgia didn't play some of their guys either, fellas. So Florida State people. So let's not go there. But you can't lose 63-3. And I just think I like Washington. I hope Washington. I wouldn't be surprised if Texas beat them. But that's what I'm pulling for. I'm pulling for the Huskies.
So with that being said, I'm pulling for the Huskies. I like Penix. I've been, like you said, me and you've been on this kid for this whole season. I like what I saw out of Penix last year and what he did this year. And I see him as a rugged quarterback that can, improvise and do his thing, playing weather. And it's somebody I would like to see on our side of things, on the New England side. Probably far-fetched, but if they were smart, if I was the GM, I'll be looking at Michael Penix Jr. But what will be the situation where, since I've watched Washington play a few games this year, what do Texas have that would make you think, or make you guys think, that Washington will get beat by Texas, or it could go either way? What do Texas got? I don't know nothing about what the Longhorns got. Tell me what you think.
Texas just a well-balanced breakfast, man. They well-balanced, man. They can run it, they can throw it. Their defense is,
and they're fast, man. The defense is fast. And
defense, I mean, they come from Texas.
This is the biggest stat I see. And I know you asked about Texas, but the biggest stat I see is Washington, since that coach came over, is 9-0. I believe, against top 10 teams. Stacks, am I bugging with that? Is it top ranked teams or something like that?
Yeah.
The quarterback from Texas is good.
They have 3 good quarterbacks.
They got. The thing about Texas is, the thing about Washington, I think, the reason why I like Washington in this game is I feel like they actually played in these games that were like close, tough, hard-fought games where, not saying Texas didn't playing those type of games. I'm not going to front. I know Texas at the end was blowing everybody out. Right, Stacks?
Yeah. Towards the end, they had
towards the end, they were just running up and down the field.
Towards the end, they won a lot of games. They blew a lot of people out. And in that Big 12 championship game, they beat the shit out of Oklahoma State. So
right. And what was Oklahoma State? Did they have
Oklahoma State's always decent. They're always decent.
Who was their quarterback? Was it the kid, that light-skinned dude? Was he their quarterback?
Yeah. Yep. And they had the coach's son too.
Yeah, the coach's son.
Yeah,
I think I think Texas's road to the championship, I'm not gonna say it was easy, but from what I've seen, I'm not gonna say I watched them all yet, but I started paying attention to them. They seem balanced. I'm not sure if they go 2 or 3 running backs deep. Stacks might know that.
Yeah, you go 3. Everybody goes 3.
Everybody goes 3, but I think Washington is only going to use that. I think Washington might fuck around and just use that one kid, maybe 2. I ain't gonna think they're gonna run him in the ground.
They got 2 or 3, but it's their one that's the good one.
That one's really superior.
Yeah, that one's gonna be playing on Sunday.
He's gonna be playing on Sunday.
So just so you guys know, this is the spread with the Washington Texas game. They got Texas -4.
Yeah, because I think they feel as though, like we said, they were blowing people out. Washington, every game, I'm not saying every game, because I didn't watch every game, but I know at least 4 or 5 of their games was like 1 possession games. Am I right or wrong, Stat? One of their games was like
they have played some heavyweights towards the end, though. They have played Oregon.
Yeah, they went through a gauntlet.
Yeah, they played Oregon State. Well, they have played some people that was
Oregon State.
Yeah,
they played that. Who's that team that was it? Stanford? Let me pull that up. I don't want to talk out of my ass.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up real quick.
And then real quick, Michigan is favored. Is Michigan? They got Michigan -1.5 for their game against Alabama. I'm just
I think Alabama beats them by a touchdown. I just think maybe I wouldn't be surprised if they beat them more. You got to be able to put up points on Bama, and I just don't think Michigan can put up points, man. I just don't think so.
I thought their running game was better than that.
Yeah, the Blake Corum kid been there for a little while, but I watched him play against Iowa, man, and Iowa could have won that game. Iowa could have won that game. It's crazy.
So look at this real quick, fellas.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go back to after the California game. So this is in September. Washington played Arizona. They were ranked 14. Arizona, they won by a touchdown. Washington played Oregon. Y'all remember that game? They won by 3 points. The game I was thinking of was Washington played Arizona State. They only won by 8 points, only scored 15. They played Stanford, only won by 9 points. They played USC, only won by 10. Played Utah, only won by 7. Played Oregon State, only won by 2. Washington State, only won by 3. Beat Oregon again by 3. That's what I was saying. They've been in dogfights all year. I'll pull up Texas. I didn't follow Texas. I'm not going to tell you I'm a Texas. I did watch a few of their games, so I know how they play. I don't know what their scores was through the year, but I felt as though they were blowing everybody out. I know they beat Bama and Bama. So I'm going to run through.
And that was early. That was
early. Yep, you're right. That was early. I'm going to run through just real quick. I know we're on this, so I'm going to run through.
No, go ahead. Take your time, man.
We over here. I'm going to go to September. So let me go. No. All right, so Texas beat Oklahoma. Oh, actually, they lost Oklahoma State. All right, so I think that was their first loss, their only loss. So then they beat Kansas State by 7. They beat Kansas by 41. Baylor by 11. Hold on, man. All right.
Yeah, they beat Houston by 7. They beat BYU, which they expected to beat that. They only beat BYU. They only beat Kansas State by 3.
Beat Texas State by 50. I mean, so all right. That was on me. That's why I wanted to check my facts. So the last few games they've won by 3, 4 touchdowns. They beat Oklahoma State by 2.
It's only last 2 games.
Two games. All right, my bad. I thought it was long. I thought it was long.
Iowa State and TCU actually played them.
But Stats, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. I'm sorry, Bean Stacks. Let me ask
No,
you
no,
this.
no, no, no.
Do you
I'm
think
going through
because
it because we're talking college bowl. We got to know where these guys stand
do you think
because
Stacks?
we're making these picks. We're making, we're making these decisions here.
Do you think because of how they finished those 2 games by blowing people out is where they favored, or because they beat Alabama? Let me ask you that.
Yeah, it's because they finished up strong.
They finished up strong.
They did finish.
So you don't think because they beat Alabama that it's
it's not that, because they beat Alabama early. They beat Alabama early, man. Alabama wasn't the Bama they are now, for sure.
Right.
I mean, I don't think they'll beat them. Let's just say if the game was now in Alabama, they wouldn't beat Alabama right now. Not this Bama team.
Not the way he's
right
playing. Not the way the kid's playing.
Yeah, not the way that kid's playing. And the defense, Alabama's defense started to play better too. So I just don't see them beating. And I would be surprised. Everybody.
But you know what, Stacks? You know what, Stacks? I'm riding Washington. I'm gonna ride Washington tomorrow. That's my pick for between them and Texas. Whatever I do there, if I take the spread or if I take just the money line, whatever it is, or even the over under on it. That game against Michigan, yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, Stacks. I think Michigan. I think Alabama gonna beat them by more than a touchdown, maybe.
I think so too, man.
My thing with Michigan, for me, the reason why I'm leaning against Michigan is
just because the way.
Go ahead. I just don't think their running game is as good as it was last year. I just don't think, and I'm going by what that. It seemed like that was their bread and butter last year. I look at them this year. It seems like their running backs. Who's that kid? Corn?
Yeah, Blake Corn. He's been there forever too.
He's been there forever. Who's the other kid they had? Did he go pro? Or is he still? Remember there was?
He went pro.
He went pro. So maybe that's why I'm looking at him different.
Giovanni said the running game's weak. Who's running games weak?
Yeah,
Giovanni?
Michigan. I'm telling you, when I watch Michigan, they don't run the ball like they used to run it.
Jump in this chat, man. I see people in here. There's like, people keep jumping in, man. Y'all got something to say about? We talking college bowl
I'm
games.
not a fan. You know what it is? I'm not really
I'm
not an Alabama fan. I'm just not. I'm just keeping it 100.
Listen, I'm not an Alabama fan, but you know what? Alabama.
No, but I respect
it's one of the
program,
most. There you go.
I respect their program. I'm not.
You took the words out of my mouth. You took the words out of my mouth. You gotta respect their program.
Nick Saban holier than thou bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yo, listen, like I just told you, y'all know I was just down there not too long, a couple weeks ago, and it's all about that down there. Nick Saban running the whole shit, the whole nine. Like it's all about that. Like that's his statement.
Nah, and give it to him. I'm not. So it is what it is. But my point is, I don't even.
He's the Belichick. He's the Belichick of Alabama, bro.
Right. The reason why I brought that up, though, it doesn't matter how I feel about him. The reason why I brought that up because I see whoever did that work with that kid. Because I did watch them. I have watched them all year. He's definitely improved their quarterback over the whole year. When I first see him at the beginning of the year, he looked like he was like remember a big version of Cordell Stewart. Remember Cordell Stewart couldn't do shit, couldn't throw the ball. He was just all awkward with it. Man, he grew up during the whole man. Kudos to that kid.
What's his name? What's his name again?
Milno. What's his name? Milrow.
Milrow.
Kudos to him, man, for putting in the work and he's tough, man. It's gonna be his confidence is out the roof after making that last second pass, and he's calling out Bill O'Brien, talking about no one believed in me, and he's naming names too. He ain't even holding back. He's saying names. So
yeah. Shout out to him, man. I mean, he's a big kid too, man. Big, strong kid.
I lean towards them just because I feel as though that Michigan ain't gonna run on him. Then McCarthy, I definitely ain't sold on him. I've watched him enough. They try to put him in the Heisman and put him in the draft talk.
They try. Yo, you're right. You see how they trying to put him so high. Yo, you know what's so funny though, guys?
He didn't have a great year.
I've been listening. I sometimes I tune out from the sports talk shows and the radio shows.
I'm starting to tune on my damn self. That's too much.
I be tuning out sometimes because, especially when they start talking about projection, and nothing against, like I said, everybody gonna be like, oh, you guys always talk about Michael Penix. But how come McCarthy and these guys is getting more recognition when this kid was like was like probably the second or third best college quarterback coming out this year, as far as numbers is concerned.
Who?
They looking at McCarthy. They will look at McCarthy before they will look at Penix.
Before the season or no?
Nah, I disagree, Beans.
Before the season, no. Beans, you're right. Before the season, no, you were right. Because they will put him for the Heisman before the season.
I'm talking about now. I'm talking about now.
Not now.
Listen, I'm hearing them talking about this kid could be drafted before Penix.
No
How's
fucking
that?
way.
That's crazy.
That?
I'm not saying you didn't hear
How's that?
But that's crazy.
I heard that off of talk radio. No bullshit.
No, I'm not saying
this dude name being. They will go down to 9 and they was calling out they was calling out, this one, Daniels, this one. And, they got past the Drake Mays. They got past the Bo Nix. And, I didn't even hear Penix called. They called McCarthy like after Bo Nix. I was like, so Bo Nix is going to go before Penix?
Well, wait.
McCarthy going to go before Bo Nix?
I mean, McCarthy, I get it because he comes from a pro-style offense. That he's ready. I get that part. He goes under center. A lot of these quarterbacks in college runs a lot of shotgun, a lot of pistol action, where they don't go under center too much. JJ knows how to play from under center. There's a lot of guys that go. Look at the Eagles, man. They don't go under center unless they're doing the brotherly shove, whatever you call it. Right. But you got to be able to play under center, and JJ can. And I think Penix does at times. Watching a lot of these college. Their systems is like shotgun. Like a lot of people want to throw that thing around. So I get it. I don't think he'll go before Penix, but he played in a pro style system where he's already ready for the pros. That's the part that maybe he may have a leg up on some of the quarterbacks.
Based on you're right. You know what? I never thought about that. The coach is what's his name? Harbaugh. It's a Harbaugh, right? Yeah, and he's coaching pro style offense. I'm sure he
does.
Exactly. Right.
And he knows. He probably going to get a job, and he probably a drafted kid. He probably will. I wouldn't be surprised by that. I don't see Harbaugh staying at Michigan. I think
that's done there too. You're right. I think that's done there. Yeah, he's done there. You're totally right about that. So yeah, I mean, for the college bowl games, man, it's going to be very interesting tomorrow. I mean, just besides those major marquee games that we talked about, Alabama being versus Michigan and Texas versus Washington, they do have 2 other games tomorrow, and I didn't even know that. Wisconsin's Wisconsin's playing LSU.
But see, those are those games you
and Liberty's playing Oregon tomorrow.
See, these are the games you have. Liberty, I think Liberty and Oregon. I know Liberty's gonna play their players. I know that for 100%.
Yeah, Liberty's definitely gonna play their guys.
They're gonna play their players.
They might have one straggler or 2, maybe. I think
they're gonna want to win. Trust me. I watched Liberty this year a lot. I know they don't match up with Oregon, but like Stack said, who's Oregon playing? See, that's another thing. Like Stack said, take his advice on that. Look and see who's playing with their, backups. Look like they were building up FSU's backups on the pregame. I'm not gonna shit on them, bro. Georgia's just Georgia. You can't really.
You right. They was building up FSU's second string like they were first stringers, because they were saying some of these guys are 5-star recruits.
No, it's true. They were saying that.
And then they get smoked. Like, are you serious?
Smoke.
So no, that's true. They were those right. They during the game, right at the beginning of that game, you should have heard the commentating that was coming out. Yeah, some of these guys are 5-star recruits, and they could and I'm like, okay, that's Georgia. I don't care.
I'll put my bets in for later. I'll give you all.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I didn't even know who wasn't playing and who was playing.
Florida State got some pros that didn't play. That running back didn't play. The quarterback.
No, half of the team didn't play in Florida.
Yeah, obviously the quarterback didn't play.
My bozo of the week is Danny Cannell. Will you shut the fuck up? No one wants to hear you. No one cares about what you have to say. You over here some of these people, man. Like, listen, to me, you shouldn't be able to. You could stick up for your alma mater, but bro, like, there comes a point when you're talking about your own school. Of course, you're not gonna have anything bad to say. I wouldn't have anything bad to
Who
say.
Danny Cannell played for?
Florida State. He just keeps talking and running his mouth. He just needs to
That's right. He did come out of Florida State.
Just
That's
shut the
right.
fuck up.
And the next bowl game is Iowa, Tennessee. So that's just for people to
These
know.
are games you need to check and see who's playing and not playing. Those early games.
I know Joe Milton ain't playing. He's going to the league, so I know he's not playing.
They said Bo Nix is playing tomorrow, though. You know that, right?
He got let me fuck. He's 30 years old. He might as well.
Now, since you
Yo,
guys,
please do that voice again. Do the voice. He's like, yeah, and these guys are 6-star recruits. Listen, you idiots at home, bet all your money on these guys.
And they go. This is how they said. So Iowa will be having all their 5-star recruits out tomorrow.
First of all, that's a lie because Iowa ain't got no fucking 5-star recruit.
They must. Hey, no, their tight ends are probably.
You ain't gonna recruit
No. Yo, hold up. Those on point. Don't just drop something on you, those Stacks. Why they always produce good tight ends?
That's it. But I'll tell you something, Iowa is always going to be Iowa. They're always going to have 3 or 4 losses because, like I tell you, when you're recruiting kids, because I coach and put kids in college, when you're recruiting kids, you ain't going to recruit no inner city kid to go to fucking Iowa to play. That's just it.
It's a hard recruit. It's a hard recruit.
It's a hard recruit. Now,
yes.
That being said, shout out to UConn Huskies. Anybody that's been to Stores, Connecticut, that shit is purgatory. I don't know how
that's true.
UConn gets kids to go out there.
That's true.
Play. They do.
But you know what? Stacks, you know how UConn get these kids from across the country, California kids, down south kids to come play up there. You know how they get them to come there? They tell them it's only like about a 45-minute to an hour ride to New York City.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. And and no knock on Iowa basketball. They do recruit. They don't get the high-star kids.
No, who gets good players though? Iowa State gets good players.
Iowa State got good players, but it depends on the coaching staffs. You got a lot of these college coaching staffs that have relationship with these big-time AAU programs. So let's just say you might want this kid, but you got to take his homeboy too. Like, and that goes on a lot. Trust me when I tell you that goes on.
So there's a little nepotism going on.
Yeah, but to recruit a kid, think about it, Nick. Think about it, Beans. Where we come from, and you go to visit fucking Iowa, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? Like I can't come out here with this. Like.
And I know I play. So you're basically saying I go visit Iowa. I know I can't come out there, but they're giving me an opportunity. But me and you play together. I'll be like, yo, I'll come, but you got to bring my man Stack.
Yeah. Just so you can have somebody to rock with. You know what I'm saying? You got to have somebody to rock with.
And then they'll look at you and they'll be like, okay, yeah, we'll do that for you.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I see what you're saying. And that's all based on the coach that you're dealing with to help facilitate the whole thing.
Yeah, but like they do. I mean, shout out to Iowa. They fucking tight ends. If you want a tight end, that's tight end you right there.
That's true.
Right now,
that's true.
Right now, I would go to
Wisconsin used to be the spot you go get the running backs.
I think that was it. That 1 year, though.
Missouri.
I think they had 2 tight ends, right?
Missouri, them defensive ends and all type of dudes coming out of there. Missouri, linebackers.
BC had the offensive lineman.
They sure did.
Yep, BC offensive lineman, and running back and receiver coming out of BC too. Though.
Here and there come from BC.
Yeah. So certain teams do produce. It's not like Alabama; they producing everything. Georgia, they producing everything. Clemson used to produce some good quality stuff out of it until they lost everybody, right?
SEC schools gonna give you something. They're gonna give you something.
There you go. So the quality. So I understand what you're saying, those Stacks. You are totally right. You ain't gonna get them superstar kids coming out of the hood and telling them to go play in Wyoming. You know what I mean? You know, in them
And
places.
if they
yeah,
do,
you're right.
and if you do see them kids going beans, you see that kid smiling, best believe the bag has been given. Bag has been given.
No, that's true. They took care of family and mama. Yeah, they took care of mama and them. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because them kids ain't going out there in them places like that. And yeah. Because we're not who go in like BYU.
Nah, let me tell you something.
Not for nothing. Not for nothing. But no, but not for nothing though. Not for nothing. I don't want to ask you. And this is nothing. This is nothing. This is a weird thing. And we can move on to the NFL after this. I know BYU is a predominantly a PWI, right? Why do some of these good recruits, black kids, end up at BYU? What's that about?
I don't think they're high recruits.
Okay.
I think
that's why I'm asking that question. I'm asking you that question.
You ain't gonna get no high recruit go no goddamn BYU. I don't believe that. And BYU,
but don't they produce? What do BYU produce?
Nothing.
Offensive line, something like that.
Fucking nothing. They had a quarterback there. They had McMahon and Danny Ainge. I'm sorry, but
don't forget Todd Detman.
Todd Detman, shout out to Todd Detman, but BYU, can't remember nothing coming out of BYU. Matter of fact, shout out to the backup quarterbacks, the rookie from the Vikings. He's from BYU. But BYU, you couldn't if you name me a BYU player right now, you got me. You got me. Besides that quarterback I just named.
Yo, this is from Wifey. She's saying Happy New Year to the Parlay with Us crew. I didn't even read it, but she's saying Happy New Year to us guys and Stoney, his wife, and the whole nine. And Oh, it's Stoney's wife. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday to Sochi, Stoney's cook's wife, man. Happy birthday, man. All the way now for Salvador.
To Sochi.
Yeah,
it's funny, you know. Stoney's my man since elementary school. His wife and kids could walk right by me. I wouldn't know who they was. See how Stoney do though? We gotta make Stoney always been like this since we was kids. We always went back and forth. Always get him. You
gotta get it. No, but it's the truth though. Sometimes it's like he's sometimes be like, yo, I'm
sorry, I seen her once.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When we sign that deal with Viacom, we can meet everybody's family and wives and kids.
Man. That's what I'm saying.
He'll be late to that too. Then Beans could do the voice. I miss Beans. You know, that other guy, that Stoney guy, he just gotta be on time. But
where is the crook kid? I don't know. The crook. Where's the crook?
He'll come walking in with his shirt untucked and shit. Tie out crooked.
I swear to God, we have so much fun on this thing, guys. This is Parlay with Us again, man. You know, it's me, Mr. Beans. We got Stacks and we got Doe. Stoney's and down in El Salvador, but we giving him a shout out. We kind of busting his balls, or whatever. But the truth of the matter is, yeah, man. I like when people talk things into existence. I like that Doe. Just saying that, when we get that contract, that's the dream that I have. That's the vision that I have for all four of us. So when that happens, man, it's gonna be love. But for now, we're gonna be putting in this hard work and keep banging out this content and giving these people our off the cuff, not even off the cuff, off the dome. Our knowledge, straight knowledge, on the sport and how we feel, you know what I mean? And I always give you guys the props for the stuff you guys know. We grew up playing the games and we grew up listening and we're students of it, you know what I mean? Period. So I enjoy this, man. So shout out to you guys, man, and Happy New Year to Stacks and the family. Happy New Year to Doe and the family. Happy New Year to Cook and the family. And Happy New Year to my family. And my family across the street.
I can hear Big Joe talking. Don't
invite him in the room. He'll take over the show.
Yeah, and I got people. It's so funny. We're gonna move on to the NFL soon, but I got people, man, that's telling, hey, Doe. I got people hitting me up like, yo, man, I like what y'all doing. Trust me.
Yeah, because
what I mean. They love it. They be like, yo, you guys is cool as shit, man. Y'all be funny as shit. Y'all be cracking jokes. Y'all be on each other. They love that banter. They love that we could get right back into it and get back into the real deal. Like, yep, so boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? They love that we throw out some knowledge and sport. Like, yo, y'all want to make some money? Here's these parlays. Here's these picks. They love that. I get that from a lot of people that tell me they watch.
They love stats coming on, fucking modeling every fucking week.
They love all that. Yo, trust me, the gear. Oh man,
where
you
the
guys.
Fuck you keep all this shit. I know.
Yo, this is what I'm saying. Yo, this is what I'm talking about.
You got a secret room downstairs in the basement, nigga.
This was these dudes. You know how you go in them boutique? You ever been in like a fancy boutique?
Start calling that nigga champs.
You ever been in like one of them type of boutique places, like they have clothes and it's all on the fancy rack and they got the hats to go with it and that's how this dude's closet is. These are everything's just like perfect.
Nigga's a black mannequin.
Yeah, that's what
I've never seen no black mannequin, fam.
And they ain't even pop. No, and you know what the funny thing is though, they ain't even seen the shoes.
I know, right?
They ain't even seeing the shoes.
You know what's so ill though, means? The shoes match.
That's what I'm trying to
see it.
That's what
the
I'm
nigga matching the shoes.
That's
the nigga probably has on some slides sometimes too, some air slides from.
But I'm telling you,
Japan or something.
If this dude want right now gotta hop out and go in the truck. Let's say he gotta like wife it like, yo, when you run down the street to the Wawa, nigga, whatever. You know what I mean? She said run down the street for her. He's going
to the Wawa, right? With that little energy drink that be in the morning.
Yo, the Wawa gas station. Yo, so he's like, yo,
they got an energy drink there. Real quick.
Y'all got the Wawa in Boston?
No, when I was in Tampa.
I know about the Wawas. They got them
in Tampa. We used that.
Yeah. They were in Tampa.
I'm surprised though. That
no, yo, they got those joints in. When I was in, I was in Virginia. When I was in Virginia, they got the Wawa in Virginia, and I saw a Wawa in I think it's like the Virginia Maryland line. So yeah, they got because I'm in DC with Maya. So yeah,
but it was. Let me tell you that deal. I actually did some work for them people. What it was how Wawa got to the South. They had a racetrack. I don't know if y'all got racetrack in the B. Y'all might racetrack.
Nah, we got one that joined up in New Hampshire.
Yeah, racetrack or Speedway. One of the two.
Oh, yeah, the Speedway. We got a Speedway.
I think they're the same.
Yep.
But Wawa. The deal was racetrack and Speedway was to stay up north, and then Wawa stay down south, and Wawa something like that, and racetrack crossed the line, and Wawa said, "Fuck it, it's on." That's right. That's when they threw all them stores. Like, let me tell you something. Wawa got some of the best shit going inside. Like Doe said, and them stores, some energy drinks.
No, they got some shit. They make
yo beans. I ain't gonna front. They food is good.
No, I was about to say that. The food. That's what I was about to say.
Bro, they had this drink, some peach energy. They made it some like, bro, I don't know. I should have me driving around all day.
I think I was in Virginia, pulled up in the Wawa, and I think I bought wings. This is when I was eating meat. I bought wings, nachos, yada yada yada, and I'm putting it back to the truck like, yo, all this is. And like you said, they don't have that up here. You know that. You'll barely get a set. Go tell them. Go. You'll barely get a 7-Eleven. You'll barely get a 7-Eleven to even do you right. Back in the day, the 7-Eleven would do you right, but you could barely get a 7-Eleven to do you right up here right now. So to have the Wawas and all that down south, we don't got that right now.
Yo, shout out to the South. South is the only place where you can go into the fucking local gas station and get a 5-course meal.
No, real quick though, but if you go to the Ohio, that area, Pittsburgh, they same type of shit out there. Same type of shit. I went out to like Scranton, Penn State, that whole area. I went out there with Lil Heck actually. We drove out there to pick up an engine. And we went to this motherfucking gas station with the Angus burger and fries. And shit was like this. They were making that shit in the
So
back.
them
Not
gas
no
stations-
plastic.
So them gas stations be like having the best food on the low, though. On the low.
For real.
I'm telling you. I
I
know
don't
about
know if
that.
that's not really considered the Midwest. That's going like that way, but this is like on some southeast, northwest, whatever you want to.
I usually call Ohio a Midwest type of place.
I don't even know what.
Yeah.
It is.
Don't cancel me because I don't know my geography. You know.
No. I'm just saying like that. You know, like I never even toured them places before. Like, Ohio and
put it this way: we were listening to the radio.
Detroit.
That shit went from like some funk. Then we kept getting deeper. That shit turned into Guns N' Roses. I rolled up my window.
Yeah, see, I never been to the.
Shout out to Ohio though. There's some cats. Shout out to Ohio.
Yo, I had one of my buddies was out of Cleveland, man. Actually, he was out of Cleveland, Ohio. My man John. Shout out to John. We used to call him Shotgun John, man.
OG John. I remember.
You remember OG John? You remember Shotgun?
That was Mel's man.
That was Mel's man. Yeah, that was Shotgun John. Like he
with the country accent.
He's from the country, Ohio, man. He always wanted us to come down there and just visit that type of life. But you're like, y'all don't know nothing about. He used to call us literally like slitty slicker type shit. Like he was on that, like, y'all are some city slickers. Y'all don't know about that real country shit. And he used to always invite us to come to Ohio. And I never made it to Ohio. But shout out to John, man. I hope John is still, ticking on above the earth. John was cool as shit, man. That's the first kid I know, young, was call him Shotgun John, man. This dude used to carry all the time. Like that was a norm for them down there. And he was an Ohioan. He wasn't even from Massachusetts. So all that, like, following our rules and all that, dog. Like he was I'm permitted and I got a permit in Ohio. Like that's how he kid. And so he was straight strapped up all the time. That was the funniest thing. And I used to find that weird. We were all like 19, 20. This dude was straight riding around ready to go. And that was his thing. He came from Ohio with that shit. But yeah, you remember John. That was cool.
Yeah, you ever heard? You heard from that cat beans?
Nah, yo, Doe, you know who he ended up hanging with a little bit?
Who?
MD.
Oh, really?
Sure did.
Ask MD.
I probably met him then.
You probably met him. Big dude from down south. We call him Shotgun because it was his nose. He looked KRS-One nose, so we used to call him Shotgun Nose.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. Growing up,
but that was my man. Yo,
if you
didn't take it, yup.
Yeah, if you did not have thick skin, though, if you didn't have thick skin,
you gotta get off. You gotta get out. Yo,
don't wear a pair of boots around.
You know how these dudes, how like Mike Epps and them and maybe Kevin Hart, they all talk about growing up with friends just busting on each other, cracking. That was Stacks, you're right. We grew up cracking. If you couldn't take it, bro, just go home, bro. Like just go up the street. Go up the street. We'll see you tomorrow. But we out here getting on each other right now. And we used to just do it. It didn't matter. Big head. They used to call me all kind of shit, all kind cornbread, this, that. I used to have to go through it. Like, being West Indian, you know what I mean? All that shit. Like back in them days, I used to go through a lot. But if you didn't rock with it, if you didn't know how to stomach it and have a thick skin, you was going in your house.
Shout out to my nigga, Big Ramel. Big Ramel used to play your teeth. Yo, you got to get some earrings to weigh them big ass ears down, man. Yo, Big Ramel was the worst. Jamil too, dog. Jamil too. Shout out to Jamil, aka Phil.
Yep.
Niggas used to kill me all the time, man.
Yeah, so you cracking and busting on each other. That's family, man. That's how we knew we was all tight, because we could all take it. You know what I mean? But with that being said, man, that was a nice I would say that was a little agenda free. We went back and talked about a little bit about the days, how it was and stuff, like growing up and stuff. So that was cool. But with that being said, let's move on. We're gonna talk about NFL week number 17 recap. I could pull the slate up real quick and we could get going. just so you guys know, y'all, Celtics is doing good. They are leading 79-60 over the what do you call that team? San Antonio Spurs right now.
Yo, shout out to the can I say one thing before we go into the
Go ahead. No, shout out to the Celtics.
Me and Joe talked about it. Yo, motherfucking Derek White. That's
oh man, that Stacks. That was the decision that was made between what was your guy's name?
Brad Stevens.
No. What was our point guard?
Marcus Smart.
That was the decision.
Yeah, it was. They pushed. I mean,
you get what I'm saying, though? Do you understand what I mean, though?
Last year.
You pushed him out the door. Y'all never forget. Yo,
I called it. I know he's gonna be this good.
Marcus Smart got traded. I get a phone call at 6:15 in the morning with this nigga Doe. Yo, singing this because Doe, listen, we ain't talk about that. Doe, we talk about this. We talk about Marcus Smart, the basketball player. Not Marcus Smart. He does great things in Boston. He did great things.
Of course. Off the court. Great person. Great basketball
player. Now, with that being said, Marcus Smart had to go. He had to go.
They had to change.
And Derek White would not be Derek White if Marcus Smart was here. That's all I'm saying.
It wouldn't be. And I think they seen the writing on the wall. They saw what they could get out of Derek White. They saw it in practice. They saw it.
Pisses me off. Last year they should have played him more, bro. I knew it would have probably fractured the locker room.
No, you're right. You're right, though.
But you owe it to the fans, bro. You owe it to the fans.
Okay, if it was for him, Miami sweeps us. I'm gonna say that. Miami.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, he did win that. He did survive us that game. You're right.
And that series when we swept the year before, when we swept Brooklyn, yo, he played well.
Yeah,
he played well.
I like him. I like that kid.
I think right now he's the best player on the team.
That was like a steal that they took away from San Antonio.
I'm not saying he's gonna have a better career than Tatum and Brown. Calm down, people.
No,
now,
you're right. You're
he's
right.
the best player.
No, but you remember.
Compliment. And I love JT and JB. But with that being said, listen, I might be riding with you, dog. I'm just saying. And listen, me and don't argue all the time about the Celtics. All the time. But right now, I might be riding with you.
I said that on Twitter. I got no blowback. None. No blowback.
Yo, he's tough,
none.
He's tough though. No, it's you guys are talking straight facts. I like that kid, man. I saw that from last year, man.
You know what? You know he from his dad is born and raised in Boston.
Get out of here.
Yeah, his dad.
Bro, right now, White.
Derek White. His
look at these stats right now. Yeah. Look at these stats.
Wow.
7 for 11, 3 for 6 from the 3, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. 17 points. And he's probably playing shut down D right now because the other team's guard has 9 points.
Who's that? Vassell?
And 4 points.
Vassell?
T. Jones and Schoen.
Yeah.
And he's guarding them.
Ooh. I'm telling you, man.
Out of control.
What's crazy is how many years he got on his contract? I'm scared.
This is it. This is
it. Yeah, you're right.
This is it.
You're right, though. That thing they took over from San Antonio. This is it.
This is it.
That's right.
So
yo, Beans, we got to sign Tatum. We got to sign D. White. I'm sorry, Holiday.
Yeah, Holiday go.
But though Holiday, this stage in his career, he made this chill for some little money. Like, yo, I'm gonna go do play for the Washington Wizards. I'm gonna go play for the Wizards, though.
This ain't Sam Cassell back in the days where he was on it. I'm not comparing them at the end of their careers, but you know what I'm saying. These niggas now, they want all that money.
No, but let me say, if
those right. They want all that
They want
money.
all that bread right now.
If we win a chip, and he's comfortable, because you gotta remember, like you said, his wife has ties in Boston. Remember, she played in Boston for that soccer team. So and she's going through that situation. God bless her with the cancer. I don't know if it's settled down or in remission or anything. Everybody knows Boston has the best doctors in
exactly
hospitals.
Right.
And people don't realize the education part. If you got small kids, you good in Boston. So with all that being said, this player is like off the Patriots that bought cribs in Boston because of the education.
And they still here.
They're still here.
They still there. They still here.
Couple of hockey players too.
Yeah, a lot of them. A lot of the athletes, especially if they got young families, like you said, young kids going to school, bringing up family that were older and the health situation. They might still, tax wise, they might have a home in Texas, but live wise, they probably have a condo in Boston.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right. You're right. A lot of those athletes, they love it out here. They just, they like to escape the tax situation. You know what I mean? But if Holiday willing to take a little less to make sure White gets his, the team they could figure this out. How could they think about it? Think about this. I'm not gonna go off the nucleus of G State, but G State in their heyday was able to pay Steph, Clay, Draymond, KD, and all the backup pieces. Why can't
why though?
Figure
they
this
own their own
out?
stadium. Don't forget that's a big deal.
And they was winning chips too.
Yeah, but I was listening to it on the radio. Like that's why the Clippers could sign all these cats. They own their own. They're gonna own their own stadium. Celtics are in business with the Bruins, so they could do. They're willing to spend. Don't get me wrong, going to tax, but it's hard for them if they built their own stadium. It'd be even better for them. But obviously, the deal they have with because even on the radio, they get pushed to a different channel when them and the Bruins on the same time.
That is true.
So they don't even have that's not even their main 95.
The stadium is owned by what is it, the Jacobs family?
Jacobs, the Delaware North.
Yeah.
So they paying rent with them and they have a radio deal, don't get me wrong, but what I'm saying is they get pushed to a whole rock and roll station.
They do.
But they like what they have, and I guess they're the best team in town by far. They're the best run team by far.
Shout out to what's my man Wick Grossback. Wick got a show coming out. So shout out to my man Glover playing him in the show. Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. They got a show coming out with him about Wick growing up, and they got my man. What's my man? I think it's Donald. What's the Glover kid?
Yeah.
Oh, Danny Glover. Right. Danny Glover's in it.
Not Danny Glover, the young light-skinned kid, Glover.
Yeah, he was in that Scrubs.
He was in Scrubs. Yeah, he was in Scrubs.
Oh, okay.
He be like acting a little spicy when he's with John Travolta, and he be acting kind of weird.
Next Day Air. That's where I remember him from. Really.
Okay. Sugar Hill.
He was in that.
He was the little kid that got killed. He the one who took the bullet for Wesley Snipes.
I ain't watched that shit. Watch that shit. I ain't seen that shit.
Guess what I was watching today?
Stacks, you're funny as shit. Stacks said, Stacks said, I ain't seen that shit. Stacks said, I ain't seen that shit. What the fuck you get that from?
Nigga said, you got shot right there.
He came up with one right there. I think it said Sugar Hill. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? I ain't seen that shit in the
That was the first movie Wesley had a real fade.
That was like the serious New Jack City, right? That was like a serious version.
Oh, was that the cleaned up serious version of New Jack?
Yeah, it was like the real serious gangster, but they were like.
Oh yeah, now I remember Sugar Hill. That's how come it was whack to me, because it wasn't New Jack.
It was serious. These niggas was walking around with serious, had accountants and shit. They didn't hear, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to Wesley, man. Shout out to Wesley.
Yeah, Wesley
That's-
Snipes.
Remember
Man.
the dude's brother was the dude from the Five Heartbeats.
Yeah, 5 heartbeats.
And he beat up the dude from the Knicks. Remember the dude from the Knicks? He said, Marcus Darby, you had 40 against Boston. He said you had 40 against Boston.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. And
He's like, now you with my brother's leftovers.
You took me back with that one, though. I'm about to go back and watch that joint.
Watch that one and watch the fucking he's on a mountain bike and he takes one for Wesley, nigga. He takes one for whatever his name is in that shit.
Romello.
Yeah. See, yeah, y'all go back. Y'all go back. So yeah, man.
About 30. That's a damn shame. Could we talk about Popovich when we get to the NBA? How overrated the fucking coach he is?
Okay, no, hold on though. I don't know about that one though. Hold on. I don't know about that one though.
What the fuck has he done?
But okay, though. All right, hold on. Yes, okay. Let's go. Let's go. We don't have to go. We don't.
No, Belichick and get this nigga.
No. We don't have to go straight into the end. We can.
Oh, my bad. Do the NFL.
No. We could audible it. If we already talking a little bit of basketball, let's just stick with it, and then we'll go finish the show with the we'll finish the last 20 minutes or so with the NFL. So boom, just by you starting off with that, the Celtics looking good. Tell me, I don't know if you guys want to talk anything else besides the Celtics are leading 101-73 on the Spurs.
That Oklahoma City game is gonna be big.
It is. That's gonna be a big game.
What time is
that's
that?
That's gonna be on Wednesday, right, Stacks? Or Tuesday?
Yeah, Wednesday. Yep, they're on that text. That little
Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Yeah, that's a big game. That's TNT? TNT joint?
It doesn't say.
Yeah, that should be a big. That should be on TNT.
No, it's not. That's the NBTA. Tuesday is NBA TV night.
Can I ask y'all a question before we get into the pop? Okay. Before we get into the pop question, let me ask y'all a question. What's going on with the Lakers? Are they really that? Are they that old? They whack like
old,
that?
And Austin Reeves is overrated. He's if his name was Jerome Reeves, he'd probably be the 8th man off the bench. Since his name was Austin Reeves.
Let me tell you something, though. I couldn't agree with you more. And I mean, shout out to Austin Reeves. I really can't shit on him too much.
Nah, but come on, man. Like,
no. Let me tell you the story, though. He actually helped me with a kid at Wichita State because that's where he went before he transferred to Oklahoma. So he actually told me about a situation. But with that being said, I agree with you. I'm not going to disagree with you. I think he's
not because remember we talked about this stats. These cats, I'm not trying to assassinate their character. I just go by what I see on the court, and I just don't see it. I didn't see it in the summer when he played for the Olympic team or whatever that shit was. They were trying to. They locked his ass up. I don't know. If it was Latvia or one of them teams.
They didn't really lock him up though. They just went at him defensively. They just went at him like defensively. They just went at him, and he couldn't.
The coach don't like him. Darvin Ham don't fuck with him.
Now, do y'all think? Now, can I ask you guys a question? I know my boy. I know LeBron is getting long in the tooth, guys, but he's still playing like a beast. I don't care what nobody.
He's long. Ain't no getting long. He's long in the tooth.
I know he's long in the tooth, but he's still. Listen, Stacks, tell the truth, though, Stacks.
No, I'm not taking away
Stacks,
from LeBron. But
Stacks,
listen,
you are a ball player way before I stopped
Anybody
playing ball.
Can score 15 points now.
Stacks,
it's easy to score right now. I'm sorry, it's easy to score.
Let me just ask Stacks. You've been playing way longer than I stopped playing. Since I stopped playing, you've been playing. You probably just stopped maybe within the past who knows when. You've been coaching kids and stuff. Yo, for this age, for him to be running up and down and still yamming it on him and doing all that work, sometimes by himself. Come on, that age though, Stacks.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not taking anything away from LBJ. I just think he needs help over there. LBJ's trying. He's trying to give the team to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is so inconsistent. Let's call it the elephant in the room. They need a third guy over there. They need a third guy. That's it. That's just what they need. They need a third
But
guy.
I think Anthony Davis was the mistake, though.
No, it's not. They wanted him. They did some funny business to get him. So they got to own up to that.
Good.
No, that's I say good. No, I'm saying because the Celtics, everybody over here was get Anthony Davis. Get Anthony Davis. I even was one of those dudes on the bandwagon.
Wait a minute.
Thank God.
No, I'm talking about when he was in New Orleans, and they knew that it was the writing was on the wall in New Orleans. He was going to be on the way out of there. There was a big trade going to happen. People was looking for him to come this way. They were looking at him to come this way before they even thought about bringing back Al Horford. Bringing him back.
I never wanted Anthony Davis. You could ask Stacks that. I never wanted him on his team. I think he's soft. I think he's always injured. I think he's a front runner. And I'm not going to front. He hit a big shot in the bubble. They won the title. Hey, it is what it is. Like they said, if the Celtics won, I would count the two. Even though I think it was whatever. He hit that shot. I'm not going to take that away from him. But overall, his career and what he should be and what he is not matching up. He should have more. He should be the leader of that team. I know LeBron is playing at 39, takes care of himself, takes care of good diet, playing the game. Even though right now in the NBA it's so fucking easy to score and get numbers in this league. I'm sorry, it is. The offense, and I'm not taking anything away from LeBron, but what I'm saying is that should be AD's team, and it's not. He has.
I agree.
Right now, maybe not. Last year should have been the last year. I'm sorry, Stacks. Last year should have been the last year that LeBron had the helm of that team. I'm not saying he's not going to have it till he leaves on the surface. I'm saying as the team right now should be AD. If we're going to do it as a movie, it should be AD. Should be the guy in the front of that little sign there.
Yep.
And right now, LeBron's 39 years old, playing with heart. I'll give it to him. I'm not the biggest.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm not gonna root for LeBron. You know what I mean?
No. I mean, I like. I always.
I give him his props. I give him his props.
As far
what
as
I'm saying is, he shouldn't be the leader of that team right now. It should be AD. I'm not saying AD should be leading the huddles. I'm not saying AD should be doing the practice. I'm saying, when you be on the court, he should be the best player on that court for the Lakers every fucking night in the name.
And they got some pieces over there too. I like Hachimura. I think Hachimura is a good role.
He's a good role player.
They got good pieces over there. And though we talked about this, that Vincent contract the Celtics got him paid, man. The Celtics got him paid, man.
Who Gabe Vincent?
Yeah, Gabe Vincent, man. The Celtics got him paid.
No, it's a good point.
Because he showed his face against us, boy. Trust me, he did.
So to him and what's his name, Martin.
Martin.
I think Martin was the one that hurt us the most.
Miami Heat fans, fuck Jimmy Butler. Caleb Martin won y'all that series. Period.
That's true.
Period. You say. You can tell me what you want to say. I don't care. Caleb Martin won y'all that series. He played out of his fucking mind. And it's a shame because if he was a free agent, though, he would have broke the bank. He would have broke the bank.
That's true. But what was so upsetting about Caleb Williams going off in that series against the Celtics last year is that they couldn't guard him.
They couldn't guard him.
These are the things that I get upset with JT and JB. Kobe was a guard. He could guard people too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
I just think the way they were coached last year, they were coached to get into shootouts. And
so you saying Udoka would have been a
Udoka would have had them guarding Caleb Martin. I don't think Caleb Martin would have got off if Udoka was a coach. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I gotta agree with you, but sometimes defense travels. Now,
Stacks, you say it. You said it yourself. This guy had the way he coached. the way he coached last year, now he got people near him that say, "Hey, listen, we need to play a little defense, sir. Hey, we got to."
Who? I.e. Sam Cassell.
Sam Cassell and a kid from Milwaukee.
Yeah. Yep.
So
somebody
he got someone there to take the drink from him. You guys drink. You know when you drinking too much beans when you over there in the islands and you got too much, and your wife's like,
Give me
Mr.
that.
Beans, give me that Malibu on the beach, whatever you do. Last year, you would have kept drinking that, and you would have fucking tripped your ass way back to the crib. This year, she's taking that drink from you, so you getting home in time to eat your little curry goat, leftovers.
Yeah, shout out to the curry goat. Y'all wanted to play to that.
Now my
shit.
girl just had some. Her
Man,
mother
Cliff
made
was
some.
My man
She
Cliff
made
was
some
so
oxtail for Christmas.
Your girl people's from the islands.
Yeah, they're from Dominica. Yeah, I told you.
No,
that.
that's right. You said Dominica. Oh yeah.
I got Bush in the crib. I got some Bush tea here.
Yeah. You got, but you dealing. You good.
Oxtail though.
Yeah.
There's some Bush tea here. There's some castor oil for the dreads. Yeah, they doing. They got it going over here, fam.
Yo, dog, I'm a sucker for a plate of oxtails, B.
Stacks.
Not
Stacks.
to digress, but my point is that
no, not to digress, Stacks. I'm
here.
gonna tell you this one, yo, Stacks. Next time you come through, bro, you come up, yo, wifey, the oxtail, yo, you would swear you in yard. I'm not even tripping. I don't know how she mastered it. I don't know, and I didn't show her how to make it. She mastered that on her own, fam. You be thinking you in yard, Jamaica, straight up. That oxtail lash like that, bro. So the next time you come up, I got you. When I know you coming, you got that. That'll be your home. That'll be your home cook from the family.
Word up, yo, that oxtail, dog. I don't know what it is about the oxtails, dog.
Yo,
shout out to Beans, though. Beans used to, let me tell you something. Growing up, every Wednesday, Beans used to chef it up. I ain't gonna front with the steak, potatoes, and carrots. I don't know what that shit was, but that shit was good.
Yo, I used to make all kind of shit. I used to do a stew with steak and potatoes.
Yo, at 16 now.
Yeah, yo, we didn't start. You know it, yo, Stacks. As much as we grew up like in the hardships, we didn't starve at the crib, bro. Like if it ain't anything, like all right, we can't run down the block to go spend crazy money on no sub or something. Yo, I'm at the crib after practice or whatever we doing, playing ball, and it's food, bro. I could cook that in like literally half hour.
When someone was telling me about
I had to grow up that way, you know what I mean? So that's how it was.
I don't know. I never had no syrup sandwich. I never had to put water in my cereal. I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying, fam. Yo, we made
with that being said, shout out to the people that did that. I mean, we know some people that had to do
that. I'm not saying they didn't. But
I know, though, but I'm just saying, shout out to the people that did that.
But you know what I was going to tell you? Even if you did, I would just really stay away from that because you don't want to make your parents look bad, bro. You don't know what they were going through. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, no, life.
Talking about you ate fucking.
Yo, life was tough back in the. Yo, you already know, Stacks. You know that too, though.
Tell you something, dog. Everybody thinks let me tell you something. Everybody thinks they've been through the real until the real run up on your ass.
Exactly.
And we've all lived with, not to mention no names, I don't want to throw nobody under the bus. We've all had friends that we went by their crib and it was a reality check, my nigga. Like shit can get real. Like real no matter quick. How bad it get, like shout out to Beans, like it shout out to though, like we always knew. Like you might went to each other's crib and might not be nothing done or whatever. Yo, what you got something? Yo, come by my crib, man. You gonna get a plate here.
One time I went to my people's crib, I was up around the way, and you know I live down Dudley. I missed the bus. I hopped out the road. She got to the crib.
Yo, man, shit can get real, man.
I took the motherfucking roach to the crib.
Yo, shit can get real. Like
a roach took a ride with you? Get out of here. No, I ain't gonna lie, yo. Look, listen, we seen it all.
No, I'm just
though.
fucking with y'all. Nah, it
No,
was
but
real.
no, it's true. No, but though the Stacks is right, yo. It's like that's how me and him grew up
Shit,
like
when,
that.
when
Like,
my
you know,
mother bought
like
the crib down Dudley, I had to live in Charlotte for a couple of years. It was like 20 of us in that crib.
Yeah, shit could get real, man. Like,
Mhm.
yo, respect, shout out to them days, though. Let me tell you something. Right now,
that's what
them
made
days
us.
right there, Beans, makes me respect $1 so much.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
niggas
that
don't
made
realize, like,
that
that
made
nigga,
us.
that cat that you see begging on the corner, my nigga, you're only one step away from being him.
Once
That's
there you
true.
go. You only so
Trust me when I tell you, you're
I
one step
I
away from being that dude.
I feel blessed on from where I came from, where my peoples came from, where you guys came from. I feel blessed that we're still here today, ticking. We did lost a lot of friends and people that didn't make us as far as as we are today. You know, we're going into a new year. This is the agenda free shit. We're going into a new year, and
This
I
is the
gotta
Freestyle Friday show
free.
on a
There you go
Sunday.
on a Sunday because it's a
It's
new
New
year.
Year's Eve.
It's the
It's
New
New
Year's
Year's Eve.
Eve.
You
We
gotta
gotta
get
we
into it.
gotta we
Yo, we
gotta run
can't be
into
serious.
we
Oh,
we, we
gotta.
gotta everything can't be about sports all the time and running numbers and talking about winning money, winning money. We gotta come with the real. We are real. This is a real live podcast. We are real people. We're not bought by studio or anything like that. Not yet. But
I
but
know until they say, "Hey, all right, go to commercial, sir." Go
yeah,
ahead.
we're not dealing with the numbers like that yet, but we still, even if we are, we still gonna keep it real.
And we still gonna
That's
keep
how,
it running.
but
Shout out to Stony too, Beans. Stony was in them trenches with us as well.
Hell
that's
yeah.
what this is not no, people think it's some little lollipop type shit. Nah, man, Roxbury, Dorchester, where we grew up, man, especially Roxbury. We're from Roxbury. In Roxbury, where we grew up, it wasn't no candy cane lifestyle, none of that type of shit.
None of that
You
shit,
know what I
dog.
mean? None of that shit. I was, so
Don't
the
let
come
that
where
new
we coming
edition
from.
shit fool you, my nigga. You know?
They would tell you where they came from too. Go ask Bobby
Yeah.
Brown. Go ask Bobby. You know what I mean? Go ask Mike and them.
Mike Bibb,
Go
all
ask
them.
Biv and them. They'll
Yeah.
tell you where it is. It ain't no cookie cutter. If anybody watching out there, Boston was tough back in the 80s and 90s. It's still tough right now for people who's going through what they going through. And bless them, and hopefully they make it through. I'm blessed to have, like I said, a solid crew doing what I like to do on these 2 days a week. And I got I got a healthy and solid family. You guys got a healthy and solid family. We can't, there's nothing. Yes, we all want the dollar, right? That's part of life, and we all want to live in abundance. And I got that from my wife. We all want to live in abundance, and we all want to live and prosper, right? But with that, we put in the work for it, because it ain't nothing's handed to us. So even we doing this podcast on Parlay with Us, and we're trying to get to where we see ourselves being, we're putting in the work for it. And we're real people. So we thank the people who's out there watching Parlay with Us and watching myself and my boy Stacks and my boy Doe and my boy Cook give y'all this fire knowledge on this sports shit and just even talk the shit or whatever. I'm glad y'all watch. Hit the thumbs up. I'm glad y'all share it with y'all peoples. It's love. This is family thing. You know what I mean? And I appreciate it. That's just it for for that my agenda free. We're doing it early. I appreciate the team that I got, that it was just organically assembled, yo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this team, this was organic. It was in my vision. And I didn't know who was going to be part of it, but I knew it was going to be my peoples. I knew it was going to be you guys. For some reason, I was like, I said, Rock, boom. I said, Stony, yo. Then I was like, yo, call Stacks. And then Stacks, he was like, yo, I said, yo, call Sean. And next thing you know, it was like, boom, boom, boom. And look, we're rocking steady 48 episodes in first
That's
season.
ill. And yo, you know what's so ill?
Saying?
My girl and the kids were listening the other day on the road. They went to go see the Color Purple, and they said they had us on the car for a little bit.
Another nephew, Happy Teebs World, all the way from Tobago. Shout out to Teebs World from Tobago. From Trinidad and Tobago, but he's hanging in Tobago. That's his he loves to be in that area right there. That's a nice little, I haven't even been to Tobago. So shout out to Teebs. But go ahead. You said the girls, they was taking a ride listening to the show?
Yeah, listen to it for a little bit. I'm trying to get the youngest one on because he's gonna be going to UMass. So when we start having guests, He said he'll come on and talk about the recruitment.
Yo, shout out, and speaking of that talking, I talked to Crooks today though. He waiting for the link. He said he want when we get into the NBA shit, he wants to, you know what I mean? We talk. Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
Shannon, yeah,
I don't like to, you know, right
now. Actually, he been on here. That Bean Team dude is him. And he never said nothing, but he told me today. That dude that dude that comes up Bean Team, that's him. I didn't know that. I see you put him up there.
You let me know so I can
I
wear the
put him.
jersey.
You know, I put
know what it was?
Hold on.
Know what it was? It
Go
was
ahead.
that album cover right there. He had an album cover on there. It was McGruff album cover. He
was
told
McGruff.
Me, yo, that's true.
But Doe said that. He was like, yo, shout out to Bean Team who got the McGruff thing, the album. Remember, this was weak. This is a while. That's so, and he been shotting. You know what? I go into the to our page, right? To our Parlay With Us page on YouTube, and he responds. He sends comments and stuff. And I didn't know that was Crooks though.
He told me that today. I was like, nigga, you ain't seen that. You
know Come on. Yo, Crooks, man, won't you just send Stacks that all we need is just the email, Crooks. Send Stacks the email, send me the email, and get on here, man. If you want to do an NBA segment, Crooks, I got something that I got lined up that I want you to do. That what I want you to do, and it's basically I want Crooks to get his yeah.
No doubt. Remember that time?
No doubt.
The album cover came and you said, yo, that's McGruff, I think. That's him. I didn't know that was him. He just told me that today.
Remember the album? Real? Remember the album? Yo, Doe, remember the album cover? Somebody had they emoji and it was McGruff, and you was like, "Is that McGruff?"
Oh, that was him.
That's him. That's him.
You want to know how I? All right, real quick, McGruff story. So, me and Stacks' boy, Lil Heck, he's from Washington Heights.
Yeah, shout out to Heck.
So Heck grew up down. He literally lived like say he's from Cedar Street. McGruff, Big L, Cam, all of them are from Dudley. That's like the distance.
Okay.
So when I was coming up, she would tell you I used to go up there every weekend. I basically lived there in the summers.
Okay.
McGruff mixtapes with a hot. You know how 50 came on that mixtape shit?
Mm-hmm.
McGruff was doing that with original beats though. He wasn't using other beats. He was the illest dude back then, fam. So I always.
But you know what, Cam and them shot it out.
Yeah, McGruff. Children in the Corn. So it was her McGruff.
Yeah.
It was Cameron. Yeah. It was Mace. It was Big L. And you know who else used to fuck with them? Jay-Z.
Oh.
Jay-Z's on Big L's first album.
Okay. Now, can I ask you a question? Was Digging in the Crates crew ever involved with them?
They did some, they had some shit with them, but see, they were fucking with Big L.
Digging in the Crate.
McGruff used to do some shit with them, but Big L was the guy they were fucking with because of Buck Wild, the producer. So Buck Wild used to produce for Cameron and them too. So that was kind of like the connect. I think Buck Wild's from the Bronx. I could be wrong. I don't want to. But either way, he was kind of like their link in Lord Finesse. If you remember Lord Finesse.
I remember Lord Finesse, of course.
But yeah, so when I seen that McGruff picture, and he actually did some shit this last year, Google McGruff at the Apollo. I think Jada and them brought him up. Man, and Mason them were there, Camp, man. He was something else, man.
Yeah, no, McGruff had
whose picture was that? Whose cover?
That's Crooks.
That was Crooks?
That was Crooks.
Makes sense.
Now he's just telling me that was Crooks. Yo, Crooks, he's saying Crooks want to jump on him when we start getting on the NBA thing. But yo, listen.
When we get all the way in the NBA.
Yeah, when we get all in the NBA,
that'd be dope because the youngest one's got a scholarship to UMass, so we celebrate.
And I want your youngest to maybe that'll be a full-fledged party, a UMass in
UMass joint.
A UMass, how you want to say that? A new UMass student going in, you know, as far as athlete, a new athlete going
Yeah.
in, and then, you know, someone who was a previous athlete, you mentioned Crooks. That'll be good. Yo,
That'd be
listen,
dope.
that'll be dope. We're gonna do that. But yo, T, I got your Stacks. I got something for Crooks, man. I can't wait till we talk, man. Especially on that international thing. I wanna give our audience the international perspective from somebody that we grew up with, who was out there putting in that time and that work playing an international overseas ball. So Crook could literally almost have like a whole series just talking about that. And that's a plan we're gonna put together. And if he got brothers that he played with that he want to bring in and have we do a little whatever it is, I want to do that too. So Crook could have a situation where he can literally give his, not saying his life story, but his story on his journey in sports from Boston all the way. And he'll have that opportunity to tell that and talk about the guys that he considered great players where he played, that he knows, and he kind of like have a camaraderie with people we don't know about. People that we wouldn't know about if he didn't say, yo, y'all think this one was nice? This dude who played and that I played with, this kid was nice. So that's why I want to pick Shannon's brain, is to talk about not just Crooks's brain, not just to talk about, yes, not to just put him on display to like kill him and like we're drowning him. I want him to give us the history of like what he's been through and how it is out there and what it looks like, you know what I mean? And the perception of playing overseas and, you know, stuff like that. So there's a, you know, because there's people don't know about that type of stuff. They only know about, you know, playing ball, high school ball here in the States, and then somehow trying to end up making it in the NBA. They don't know about the whole other aspect of playing professional ball. That's what it is. You know what I mean? The other outlook of playing professional ball internationally. And Crooks did that, and he did that. He's a professional. He did that for years. You know what I mean? So yeah, it would be good for him to tell the story and teach and show these little kids there's, you know, there's other outlets besides, if you know what I mean? There's other outlets, you know what I mean? So yeah. But with that being said, let's get down into it, man. What the Celtics look? They took care of that, right? So before we move on to
they got the bench in by now.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's 128 to 97. So that game.
Yeah, so Tuesday's gonna be a big game, man.
It is.
Yep. You said Tuesday?
NFL real quick.
Go ahead. Yeah, let's run that because I know we run about time. It's to 1:30, and I know it's New Year's Eve, man.
My fucking head's killing me, man. I've been up all fucking day.
Yeah, let me get it. Let me run it down, man. We're gonna do what we call
your shoulders in your head like you got fucking fleas, my nigga.
Yo, we could end it quick.
Nigga, that's from picking up tables and bullshit, man. That's what I'm trying to get this degree, so I have to work like a motherfucking
picking things up and throw things down. Yo, do what you got to do, bro, and that's a good thing, man. Most of us when we run back into school, man. You know,
I'm gonna be graduating this summer from Roxbury Community, and hopefully go on to a 4-year university, which is to be determined. Hopefully, I get to go to Suffolk.
Yo, that's so funny though. You know how life is so funny today, right? One of my guys on my team, you know, at work, I'm a supervisor. So one of the guys on my team, I walk into the office. I just was going to go check him out, kick the shit with him and see how things is going with him. And I walk into the office and he had this hat on. And it was a blue and gray and white stripe. It was like a Scully, but it was blue and gray. And it had like some little white pinstripes within the gray or whatever. And it said Roxbury. And I'm like, oh shit, you're repping. Where you get that from? Where you get that from? He was like, I thought he made it. And then he turned around and said Roxbury Community College. I said, oh shit, that's a good look. This kid don't know nothing about no damn Roxbury Community College. But he said one of his friends gave it to him. Like when I say he don't know, when I say he don't know about it, I might be wrong because he might. It's not that he don't know about it, but we grew up. We know about Roxbury Community College when it was just a little small, little one building. So that's what I mean, like
Yeah,
not
I
knowing.
gotta get my little free Scully because I didn't get one last semester.
So yeah, he had on. Yeah, he had on a nice. He had a Roxbury Community College study.
You got the Harvard Scully on. You got the Harvard Crimson Tide Scully on right now, though.
Yeah,
the Harvard colors.
Yeah, he got a Harvard colors on. No, but he was rocking. I was like, yo, that's fire. I asked him, I say, yo, where did you get that, man? I would like to get one of those on Roxbury Community College Scullies. That shit, because
shout out to them, man. They really redid that whole building.
That whole thing, man. They built. They but you know. Okay, let me tell you one thing. Your school, Roxbury Community College, that where you're going and getting your education. They have they have a huge plan to expand that school.
Yeah.
They want to turn it into like they have I think they got a plan to even turn. It's a 2-year, but they got a plan to turn it into a 4-year.
I can see that.
Yeah, because they,
your boy Gilly was there last semester. He was
things is okay. Yeah, so things is growing.
There's a lot of people that come in there, man, just showing love and just
that's what I'm saying. Because things is growing. Like
Millie's was there. Gilly the kid was there. A couple of the sellers came by. They opened up a food pantry there. They got a lot of stuff going on there, man. Shout out to everybody that supports.
Shout out to RCC, man.
Shout out to RCC, man.
The Reggie Lewis Center still jumping.
And the Reggie Lewis, that's right. So, I'm gonna do a 2-minute drill on this thing. If you guys have anything to talk about, any picks, though, we drop it. I didn't really jump in today. This week, I've been in New York. I've been on the road traveling, so I didn't really put no attention to any games this week. But I did watch a couple games today. So I'm gonna do a 2-minute drill on the NFL, and we're gonna call it a night, fellas, for New Year's Eve. And we
he just had a bag of dope too. He over there bumping his head.
He's yawning and bumping his head too. Remember, I ain't gonna lie, y'all saw me yawning last week, So
that Remy kicking in a little bit.
Of course. Y'all see
that Remy kicking in a little bit.
I was sweating over there, my G. You over there like this?
Listen.
I keep turning around, yo. I'm telling you, my fucking neighborhood sounds like fucking Lebanon right now.
He said Lebanon.
That's why I keep looking back, man. My window's open. What the fuck?
That's crazy. So let me do the 2-minute. I'm gonna do the 2-minute drill on y'all right now. Right now, the Packers is leading the Vikings 10-0, and they're in the second quarter, 19 minutes into the second quarter. Next one, Patriots lost to the Bills today, 21-17. Just a little quick breakdown on a little synopsis on that, or my little view on that. The Patriots did play a good game today, though, man. I ain't gonna lie. Zappy did look terrible. When I say a good game, they looked terrible. He threw 3 interceptions. They did have to pick 6, but defensively, though.
Yeah, the defense has been solid all year. Defense has been solid all year.
I don't know what what was his name? Not JC Jackson, Jonathan Jones. Jonathan Jones had a good game today. He played pretty decent stacks. I don't know if y'all didn't see that. Jonathan Jones they did a decent job today.
I thought the defense played well enough to.
They got a few. They got a few.
White too, I heard played. I didn't really.
Yeah, they just there's a few plays that the Patriots let slide, and that's why the game ended up with the way they did. As far as like once they got composure, but the 3 end toes by Zappy, that shit was bullshit.
I heard Zappy look like Mac Jones today.
Nah,
he did. No, he didn't look like Mac Jones. The first quarter.
Actually, you know what?
First quarter, yes.
You know what, Beans? With that being said, those interceptions wasn't all on him because he threw the spots where those receivers should have been. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't put those. Maybe one of those interceptions.
His arm is so fucking weak, though. We didn't even get a nigga that could throw through that wind, man.
Yeah, just zip it. Next one, we're gonna go down. We're doing rapid 2-minute, right? So I'm already past the 2-minute drill. Dolphins end up losing to the Ravens. The Ravens end up redeeming themselves from the same type of game last year. The Ravens took care of them 56-19. I don't know what happened in that game, but it seems like the Dolphins got their ass booked.
A lot of injuries for the Dolphins.
What happened? Who got hurt in that game? Real quick.
They did. A lot of people sat out.
Was Tyreek Hill there?
Now Tyreek played, but he wasn't.
Was Tua there?
Waddle
two of
didn't
them?
play. Yeah,
Chubb got hurt.
Chubb tore his ACL. That's big.
The other guy got hurt. That cornerback.
Oh, the linebacker Chubb got hurt towards ACL.
Yeah, tore his ACL, man.
Oh boy,
they limping into the playoffs right now.
Oh, that's a limp right
They
there.
weren't gonna win with him anyway, so it never really
Okay. You guys called it. The Bears took care of the Falcons 37-17. You guys did call that. Y'all said the Bears will take care of the Falcons.
I heard today they said they was gonna keep the coach and the quarterback.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. Why would
I told y'all, man. Why would they? So that's making it better for us.
Gonna drop the quarterback at 6 feet.
Yo, Stacks and Doe. They keeping a quarterback is a better sign for us to get the right quarterback in this draft.
Yeah.
Man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, at this point.
I'm telling you, at this point right now. And we're gonna end. Yo, you heard
what pick Drake, man?
I hope
not. I hope not.
I
hope not.
And you know what? You I hope not.
I hope not, though.
I'm not sold on that dude, man. I'm not.
Take the kid from LSU if you don't want to go with Michael
I agree. I agree. If you don't take
if you think Penix is too old, he too go with the kid from LSU then.
I agree.
Go with him. And then still bring in a veteran quarterback. Somebody like y'all gonna laugh at this. Hold on with it. Y'all gonna laugh at this for a second, but I got a plan. Think about hold on for a second. The Raiders actually lost to the Colts 23-20. The Raiders, the Colts could have lost that game. It looked like Minshew had to survive. I don't know what happened. They said it was just like Minshew did something that helped them win that game at the end. The Panthers lose.
I like that. He said he did something.
He did something, right?
Yeah, I love you for that, B.
Yo, they said he did something. He could have lost the game. Yo, but you know what? Yo, we said Minshew. Yo, Minshew got them going. Minshew got them going into the playoffs, though.
We supposed to be some ill ass journalists and all that. He said
he did something. Yo.
Yeah, shout to
Yo, I can tell you if you want to hear his numbers. All right, though. You're right. All right, though.
No, this is real. No, this is why our ratings are gonna go up. No, this is why our ratings are gonna go up because we.
Okay, they won.
Let me tell you what. The owner from Carolina throw the drink on the man.
Drinks on niggas.
You see that shit, dog?
Nah, I ain't see that.
Yeah, he throws the drink on the fan. The owner.
Oh wow. Well, Minshew had 24 yards.
White, so he'll get away with
TD. Yeah, he'll get away with it. So let's move on. The Jaguars try to save their season, trying to make it into the playoffs, 26-0 without Trevor Lawrence. They said the actual backup quarterback, what's this kid's name?
Yeah, I thought they could buy some time with that kid CJ Beathard to let Lawrence heal up. I think CJ's a good backup, man. I think
CJ Beathard had 17 for 24, 178. He didn't have no TDs, but ETN 16 carries for 102, 2 TDs. And so ETN was the deciding factor in that game. Yeah, that was a classic. I know. That's what it is. What it is, though. You know what I mean? Like I can't be straightforward. Giving with.
No, I like it though. I'm not I just thought that shit was classic. That gotta be a short right there. He said he did what he did.
He did whatever he did. Yo, the Texans. Your boy Stroud came back today, guys. He took care of the Titans 26-3. Stroud had 213 yards. He was 24 for 32 and 1 TD. The running back Singletary had 16 carries for 80 yards, and the receiver Collins had 7 carries for 80 yards. So it looks like Stroud had a decent game. The Rams end up squeaking past the Giants. I'm glad. I wanted the Giants to win, but it's still like the Giants still has a little bit of a better record than we do. And they 5-11. So we still have that number 2 or number 3 pick so far.
Yeah, it gotta be number 2 now with the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's number 2 because the Cardinals beat up on
the Cardinals. We're gonna beat the Jets though. So
the Cardinals won against the Eagles today in Philly. You guys are right. Something's wrong in Philly. Philly lost to the Cardinals 35-31.
They were doing everything right. Now they're doing everything wrong.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Hurts was 18 for 23, 167, 3 TDs, 1 A&T. He didn't have a bad game, but I don't know what was it a defensive.
That defense is bad, man.
That
It's
defense
bad.
is bad.
You know,
It's bad.
hate
Yo, let's get it. That back half of that defense. That back half is terrible. It's horrible.
Kyler Murray, even though people talk trash about this kid, Kyler Murray was 25 for 31, not bad. 232, 3 TDs, and 1 INT. We don't need the INT, but he still had a decent game. Your kid, the dude Connor, had 26 carries for 128 and a TD. So he was a beast. Connor was being a beast. So therefore, the Cardinals won that game and saved us with the second to third round pick, which is good. Saints won against the Buccaneers. We talked about that. We did say Stacks did say that the Buccaneers was due to show us that they're the Buccaneers, and they did. We do like Baker Mayfield. Everybody can agree over here that they love Baker Mayfield. They think Baker Mayfield is a hard-nosed playing quarterback. But for some reason in that division, the Saints and the Buccaneers always have some kind of issue, and the Saints had them today. So that was that. The 49ers took care of the Commanders 27-10. Obviously, I didn't expect the Commanders to play a good game anyway, so the 49ers took care of business. The game of the week, I thought the was the Seahawks let slip behind. They let the lowly Steelers come into Seattle and beat them 30-23.
That defense was good. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
shout your boy Rudolph, Mason Rudolph. He lit a little energy under that team, man.
Rudolph, yes, and he's been there for a while, right?
I didn't even know he was still playing for them.
That's what I'm saying. He's been there for a while.
I thought Garrett dented his fucking helmet, and then he ain't been back since.
Yo, that's funny. Garrett, that dude's
Garrett trying to take his fucking job.
That dude, I like that dude, man. He's like one of the nastiest friggin' dudes playing defense.
Yo,
the Bengals was in this game against the Chiefs. The Chiefs is right. You guys are right. The Chiefs are missing something. Something's not right with the Chiefs. They squeaked. They had to fight and claw to win this game against the Bengals with a second string quarterback. Right? Who didn't look too. He didn't look. Browning didn't look too good today. So
he didn't look good in the last 2 weeks.
That's what I'm saying. But they still struggled to try to even take them to win the game. That game wasn't no easy win for the Chiefs.
No, it wasn't. No, it was
that was a tough game. The Broncos ended up beating the Chargers 16-10. I don't know if that was a bunch of field goals, but who gives a F? They benched Russell Williams. Yo, last night game, guys. Cowboys, Lions.
Yo, we gotta talk about this before.
Can we talk about this real quick before we go? Yo, now I like their coach, Dan Campbell, right? That's his name.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like him. Like Dan Campbell.
I fuck with Dan.
He seems like he's the coach that the players like to play for, and he seems like he keeps his players he holds them accountable, right? So I like him for being that type of coach. But Dan Campbell, I don't care. They keep showing his little young offensive coordinator in the corner with the
Yeah, he's a joke.
With the thing to the face, right?
He's about to get a job though.
Yeah.
But yo, how he's getting a job? I can see that first fourth and goal bullshit.
The first one. 100%.
I'm all 100%.
Love you.
Go ahead and do it. Do what you got to do.
That second one is disrespectful to that team. No. I'm sorry, bro. You can't tell me them players on that team wanted to go for it on 2nd and 8 or 9 from the. Come on, man.
Okay, listen. I know.
With that all being said,
he's disrespecting their defense.
If Golf makes a better throw, that's a touchdown.
Yeah, but you gonna rely on him to make a better throw?
He should have made the better throw. He should have made the better throw. But though, I am the coach. We're down there. It's 4th down. There's barely no time left on this clock. It's 20-something, 30 seconds, whatever it is. It's 14 seconds, whatever it was on the clock. So You take the field goal and go into
I don't know why
overtime.
people are doing this, going for two. I don't. The two
You
teams
go
that did
into
that lost.
overtime,
The
man.
Giants did it today, lost. And you're right. Tyrod Taylor should have hit Barkley on the flat. He didn't do it though. I just don't. That analytics shit, I don't know, man.
I don't know about that one.
The rumor y'all is escaping this. The referees fucked that game up. That should have been a touchdown. And
No, for sure.
The referee, them dudes went over there and reported. And
But
that referee.
But I said I didn't mind the first
Dax,
one.
can I ask y'all a question about that before we move on to this? I know we're gonna end this now. I'm surprised we even running this late. I thought we would have been a quick show tonight. But let me ask you, because my family in here, that's why I was like probably not being held up. But let me, when number 71 went to report on number 70, whoever the
70.
offensive line, 70, and 68 was riding behind him. If y'all watch the replay, number 71, they trotted up to the ref. 71 and went and like said something to the ref. Like you could see him like literally motioning to the ref, like he tapped him type of say per se. Like, yo, I'm reporting. 68 was right behind him. Like literally adjacent to him. But as he made that gesture, 68 beveled off and went to get in line up.
But the point is, they all went up to him, though.
That's what I'm saying. So if they all went up there did he have to verbally?
He probably did tell him. There's no doubt he went up. He went up there to do something. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for an offensive lineman to say anything to the referee. So he went up there to do fucking something. And
they did. Three of them ran up there. I think it was the tight end, and two of those offensive linemen ran up there and said something.
You can't be in bed with these gambling sites and doing all this and fucking up the gamblers, bro. You can't do it. And that's why they had Adam Schefter come out and said that the referees also missed a tripping penalty on Detroit before that drive. They were trying to clean it up. And also, that crew got downgraded. That crew might not even go into the playoffs.
That crew ain't going into the playoffs because every bad fucking call this year was
so it's just like, bro, like if you're gonna the NFL, real quick, I'm sorry, I gotta say this. If you're gonna be in bed with DraftKings, you're gonna be in bed with the other betting apps, MGM, and all these apps. I'm not saying you're gonna be perfect all the time, but you can't do these. You can't make these fucking back-breaking calls. I had the money line. I did a live bet where I bet the Detroit money line in the over, and I would have hit that. I didn't complain about it because I put a lot of money on it, but I still put money on it. But the fact of the matter is, someone put real money on that, and for you to let the play go in, you didn't call the flag right away. If you notice, that flag didn't hit for another stacks. What, a minute or two?
The flag didn't get thrown until the touchdown was confirmed.
Like, come on, bro.
But I mean, confirmed until he caught it,
but they
and
let
it
it
was
go
like,
through.
oh,
usually you see a flag right away.
The flag goes right. You see the flag going.
Man.
He caught it. The ref threw up the arms, touchdown, and then the flag. What happened?
I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna end on this. For me, I gamble, so I'm gonna keep going. It ain't like I'm gonna stop because of that. But there's gonna be a lot of people that don't want to gamble on that sport. I'm telling you, there's a lot of friends. What the crooks say, that those little dollars make it up. Those big people, they don't make it up. It's the $10, the $20. That's where they get their money. And if you keep fucking these people over, they're not gonna want to gamble.
Right. That was a shaky game.
The
end of that game was shaky. I still blame some of it on the coach because right there in that three times. Yo, right there at the end of that game, you had the chance to tie it up.
I'd be scared if he was my coach in the playoffs, if he went for it.
Go into the overtime.
I get why he went for it, man.
No, but I'm saying he does that, so I'm not mad at him. But I know one thing. If that was the playoffs, if that was a Super Bowl, would you have went for two?
He probably wouldn't have went for two in the Super Bowl, but at the same time, I get why he went for it. Jared Goff was hot as fish grease on that drive. You know what I'm saying? So
he was. He was
He
wrong.
was hot.
He was throwing that rock. He was
Yeah, but
throwing
you
the
know
rock.
how it gets when you get down to that goal line.
That
Shit
goal
tight
line
like
and
a
change.
motherfucker.
Yeah, get tight.
But you're right. He was slinging it. You right.
He was hot. He was hot. And
He
I'm
was.
going with that hot hand. You gamble, nigga. You go with the hot hand. you know
No,
what
you're right.
I'm saying?
No, you're right. No, you're right. No, I
and
get
that-
it.
and
I'm
that-
not.
And the referee the
But
wood on
T,
fire.
the first one I didn't mind, but T, the second and third one, come on, fam. Now you just being a bozo. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the last one is what I had a concern with. The one that
The last one, I still think if golf puts that ball where it's supposed to be, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Even he said that himself. If he puts that ball where it's supposed to be, he got. If you
That
were
hard
smart
hand
in
got cold real quick. He turned back to Jared Goff real quick.
I think the rush was coming.
You got to make that throw. You got to. If you were starting NFL quarterback, you got to put that ball.
You know that rush is coming. You know it's coming. You know what I mean? But
it was coming all game.
It was coming all game, but he was handling it. I just think, like you said, if he made the throw, it would have been a touchdown. But me being cautious, I think I would have went for the field goal. I would have took my chances in overtime.
Well, he knew. And another thing, he knew Dak was busting their ass, so he knew.
But their defense was playing with the defense was playing great, though. They were playing decent at the end.
That Hutchinson, man, I don't know. Hutchinson was hot.
CeeDee Lamb and Dak had a fucking day.
They showing up,
but at the end,
they showing up.
That defense kept. It wasn't for that defense. Fucking stopped him.
He just didn't want to gamble and get that ball back.
I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying that second, third, that you miss it the first. Come on, man.
So to end it, let me just leave with this comment. Stacks, though. Now that we saw, and I'm not just, we're gonna talk about that, but now that we saw Dallas, we've seen the Dallas game against the Lions, right? And we all know that the Lions is the up and coming in the NFC, right? We all rooting for them in some way, right? We all are, right?
Me?
Huh? You're not rooting for the Lions?
No.
Well, I'm saying to do better.
Oh,
come on. The Lions was the dog shit of years.
No. But I'm not rooting for them, no.
Not rooting for them. I want to see them.
I want them to make the playoffs and do but I want them to get out. I win a title.
No. I rather no. I understand. I'm not talking about rooting for the Lions to win.
My bad. No, I'm trying to figure out what you're trying to say. I'm
just saying I'm rooting for the Lions to compete in the NFC.
No, for sure.
They never had now they got a team to compete.
Yeah, for sure.
So what I'm saying, competitively, we said a month ago that the Lions would get smacked in the first round against Dallas 49ers. Do y'all change y'all mind now?
Yes, I said it last week. I changed my mind. I said it last week. If they got to go to Detroit,
you understand what I mean, though?
If they got to
go, though, we said a month ago.
No, I know what you mean now. But if Dallas got to go to Detroit, they're gonna get smacked.
Yeah, I think if Dallas got, I don't know about smack, but I think Detroit will get them in Detroit. I think Detroit will get them. I think it'd be a good game. I think Detroit will get them.
You're right. No, I changed my mind, Beans. You're right on that. Yep.
I changed my mind too. That goddamn.
But I'm not sold on Dallas on the road. That's all it is. It's just Dallas on the road.
I'm not sold against that. I'm not sold against that run defense, though. I'm not sold on the.
Yo, listen. You're not sold on Dallas on the road. Look how Dallas played at home. 20-19. They squeaked that. That was a squeak.
Yeah. With that being said, they're going to get a home game because they're going to get a home game because they're going to win that conference, though. Could we agree on that?
Yeah.
Not winning that conference at all.
Yeah, they winning the conference. They're right. So with that being said, man, thanks, guys. We did our New Year's Eve show, the last show of the year for Parlay with us. Show number 49 will be in the new year. On next Thursday, and Stoney will be back in town then, and we'll be going full-fledged forward. We got a few more episodes to go before we end season 1 with Parlay with us. Thanks for everybody who's tuning in. Thanks for everybody who's liking and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Please share. And I appreciate you guys sticking with us on this New Year's Eve. And enough respect and big ups to my crew, the Parlay with Us team, Hustle Stack, Sean Doe, and Stoney Cook, and me, myself, Mr. Beans. We appreciate everybody, and shout out to my family, and shout out to everybody who's who watches out. So yeah, Happy New Year, guys. So guys, if there's anything else y'all want to say or whatever you want to say, just drop it and we'll keep it. Sean's out like that dude. Sean was falling asleep, yo.
All right, man.
Yo, out later.
All right.
God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, sun get through.